Good morning. This is Sri Primo here, and in continuing with the squad analysis for each of the teams in the Indian Premier League, we wrapped up one with the KKR yesterday, the defending champions. We pivot to another team that has been knocking on the door and has not won a single IPL championship despite having one of the greatest players to play this game, Virat Kohli. We go to Royal Challengers Bangalore, RCB. But one of the things that you did see from last year to this year was the fact that RCB only retained three players, Virat Kohli, Rajat Patidar, and Yash Dayal. And Rajat Patidar is now going to take the reins of the captain, with Virat Kohli providing the mentorship for all the players coming in. RCB has been an enigma. They have great following, thanks to Virat Kohli, but they have been unable to win a single championship. They get to the semifinals, but don't get past that, despite having some excellent players in the past. So this is something that RCB hopefully this is something they want to build to ending that long-standing title drought. So let's quickly go down to some analysis of their squad, some of their strengths and weaknesses, some of the opportunities they have, and how they would do in this IPL. Just initial analysis. So they did pick up a few players, two English players, Liam Livingston and Phil Salt, and then the Australian Josh Hazelwood. They picked Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. I'm just highlighting some of the key players. You got Devdutt Padikkal, Nigiri from South Africa. So they do have 14 Indian players and 8 overseas players. And you have Phil Salt, who would now take over as the wicketkeeper batter for RCB. And then you have, I did mention, I forgot one more name, Krunal Pandya, Hardik Pandya's brother. You got Liam Livingston, Krunal, Tim David, some of the main players, Romario Shepherd, Jacob Bettel. And then for bowling, they do have Josh Hazelwood and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. And Josh Hazelwood was someone who didn't make it to the ICC Champions Trophy for Australia this year. And then you also have Lungi Nigiri from South Africa. Then you got Rasikdar, Suyash Sharma, Abhinandan Singh. And again, these are all new players who have played some in the IPL, but some of them are have to prove their mettle in this league this year. When you look at the batting lineup, there's some of the strengths I'm thinking about. You had Virat Kohli, obviously, who's now coming back, who's come back to form. He had a wonderful ICC trophy string of great knocks. And then you have Phil Salt. He brings aggression at the top, but one of the things is that he's not played up to his potential. Who knows? Maybe IPL would give him that opportunity. Obviously, you have Patidar, who's an excellent middle order batsman. His performances, even last year, was phenomenal. And then you got Devdutt Padikkal, who's an excellent left-hander. He has that depth there in the batting. They did boost some of the all-rounders. You have Livingston, and Krunal Pandya, who can also provide some left-arm spin and also a decent batter. And then you've got Tim David and Romario Shepherd. They can clearly clear the field. Um, so especially in the death overs. Jacob Bettel is an amazing English all-rounder. Who knows what he could bring to the table with his spin and middle order contributions. So something that RCB saw that in him, that they think that he could be a game changer, especially um, uh, in the middle order. And then you got Swapnil Singh, and these are like domestic, and Manoj Bandage. I didn't count them. And these are two players. I mean, Swapnil actually played in the IPL in 2024, and Bandage's power hitting actually makes him a good player as well. When you look at the pace attack for RCB, they have a great pace attack. We talked about Josh Hazelwood, um, great accuracy. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, who played a lot in SRH, he can bowl well in the power play and death overs, makes him a good combination. The 1-2 punch that they have. Yash Dayal has been playing really well. He did take 15 wickets last year. Good left arm spacer who can swing the ball. So and then you got Rasikdar who can come in, and then you got Nigidi, and then you got Krunal Pandya from a spin standpoint, and Suresh Sharma and Swapnil Singh as well. Um, and of course, they have Jacob Bethel and Liam Livingston. I mean, I did see Liam Livingston bowl a little bit um, in a lot of the matches as well. But one thing they did lack was that, I mean, I threw a few names for spinners, but I don't think they have a real marquee spinner. They had Chahal, who was previously with RCB, and then you got like the Sri Lankan Vanindu Hasranga, who was released before the auction. But let's see, how this spin attack. I think they're banking on their batting. They're banking on their lot of the all rounders who can chip in also with the bat, and hoping that they can out hit a lot of the teams. And that's one of the things. I mean, they did add Tim David and Romario Shepherd who can finish. So that's the way they are again thinking from an RCB standpoint. You had Kohli, Salt, and Patidar, and then you have the middle order, and then you got the guys who can finish like David and Shepard. Um, the one thing I do see is that we did talk about the captaincy transition. Patidar actually is a bold move. I don't know if he's ready for that, but that's just my opinion. But I do think that with Kohli's mentorship, maybe they're thinking long term from that standpoint. And then trying to put some mentorship around him, and then they have some players, some senior players as well. So that's the thing. A lot of the things that they have a lot of players that they could easily bring in as an impact player. I didn't address the impact player. And then Bangalore, when you look at their home from a home standpoint, it does suit their batting lineup. It's a small stadium, so I definitely think they have a lot of opportunities there. Um, like I said, final verdict for me on this squad: a lot of experience and potential, young players. The spin bowling and finishing depth may be some concerns. Let's see how they can address it. Like I mentioned about the captaincy, that'll be tested in like very high pressure environments, especially when it comes to like obviously Kohli is going to be there, but Patidar, it's going to be important for him to not just listen to Virat Kohli and some of the senior players, but how does he make some important decisions on the field, especially in a very crucial, thrilling matches. So that remains to be seen. Um, like I said, they do have a good side, but is this a side that could potentially win the IPL 2025? I don't think so. And they could surprise me, but at this point of time, just on the paper, because we've not seen a lot of the talent, we've not seen them prove their uh, mettle in the high stakes environment. It's going to be very difficult for me to pick RCB to win the championship. So the title drought, the whole statement about Isala Cup Namade will continue to resonate in Bangalore, but I don't know if that will bring a championship to RCB. But who knows? But with that, we wrap it up. This was a little longer, but I think I did want to spend a little time on RCB as well. And tomorrow, we'll go to a new team. Surprise awaits. Thanks again for listening and have a good rest of the day.